So we'll be explaining how I was able to make $800 in about 6 minutes. And this was the first trade of the challenge account, right? And we'll talk a lot more about the plan on how to pass this account, or that we want to actually implement on passing this account. And we do this live, right? We actually do this live each and every trading session, which is London and New York every day, right? So yes, I took this trade. I made $800 in 6 minutes, and that was not my goal, right? To make it in 6 minutes, but it just happened that it took 6 minutes. At a different day, it would take maybe even 30 minutes, 20 minutes, but it happened to take 6 minutes, right? So the trade which I took was practically from this point here. I'm gonna switch on this here. You can see where I got in and I went out there. In fact, I actually went out a little bit before that, right? And this trade, this is my trade of it, where you'll be able to see everything, right? Where you'll be able to see my data. So we're just gonna go there, and then we will go to, was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. So this was the first trade we took yesterday. So we'll go. Then, yeah, we made about 885, right? Which is about the target that we want to make, right? So the trade was good. We'll come back here and I'll show you there's more things that you'll be able to see from just this data, right? That you can get from this, from TradeObit. So firstly, right, in order for us to get involved in this trade here, what we'll do is we will just do this here. Then we go to just having this here. So we took this trade, and yesterday there was actually CPI. I did not know that there was CPI. Like, since the government shut down in the United States, there has been so much awkward things. NFP even moved all the way to the week 3, right? I don't even know if it took place or not, because at some point I was no longer even following, right? So earlier in the morning, in the live stream, when you look at the live stream, which is going to be the live stream I'll put somewhere in the corner, I don't know where, right? But we were looking forward to actually getting in gold, right? But again, this is how the market usually happens. This is how it usually happens. Whenever I plan to say I want to get in this year, yes, that is my will. But what is Heavenly Father telling me? What am I hearing from the Holy Spirit, right? You can have setups. You can say, this is the one I want. Then when you go move to the next setup, you find it, okay, it's getting ready, it's maturing. Then that's the one you take, right? So you don't, and remember, in this setup, you take it because it has your factors of confluence. It has all your reasonings behind the trade, right? So what happened is, this was actually the CPI that took place, right? And then the trade I got involved was this one here. So what we'll do is we'll cut price action just before that there, just before all of that there. We'll go on the 15 minutes. Note, we were at our all-time high at this point, right? So us being at our all-time high, what does that mean? What does that anticipate? What does that mean? We are just taking our trades. We are not dictating the way the market should move from here to there. No, if the setup presents, we take that setup, and yeah, right. We become content. We are not there to say the market should move from here to there. So note, right, we had two family gaps here. We had this family gap here, and I had this tiny one here. Some brokers might have this here. Some have this brokers. I'm saying some brokers might have this family gap. Some might not have this family gap. But however, I was able to get, I was looking forward for price to coming into this gap here. And why that gap? We've got this one here. You can see we went in here, we reacted, we went up. So I was expecting price to come trade this. That's one reason. The second reason is between this low here and that high. When I go on the lower time frame, you'll be able to actually see why I was actually looking forward, why I'm using that low and that high. But again, if I take my Fibonacci, I place my low here and I place my high there, what do you see? That we are in our premium, right? We are like in our OT area, optimum trade entry area, right? So if we go now on the lower time from the 5 minutes, what can we see here on the 5 minutes? we can see that we had price come into the zone, right? Or before it actually comes into the zone, we can see that we've got quite a few fair value gaps. But now look, where is our attention focused to? It's not going to be this fair value gap. It's not going to be this fair value gap, even though each and every fair value gap tells a story. If you see price actually this week came in this fair value gap, both these two fair value gaps, it reacted, it went out. So where's the next fair value gap we're going to react into? It is this fair value gap. We came into the fair value gap here, then we went into this one here that was formed. So the next target fair value gap that we are going to be looking forward to is going to be the one below on the low here. So having price coming into this area here, right, you know what makes a fair value gap. It's three candles, right? We have the candle that creates the high or the low, and we've got the body and the one that creates the high or the low of the fair value gap, right? So if you look here, we've got 1, 2, 3, right? So meaning for it to be violated for me, price needs to trade below the one candle here. But note, this gap here is not a normal gap. It's not a normal candle, the first candle here. We are having, this is an inside bar candle. So when it's inside bar, I tend to use this one here, which is going to be this low. This becomes my low. But if this guy taken out that high there, or taken out any of the lows, I'll be using the low of this candle here. So, yeah, so that's what we have, right? So meaning, from that area to this fair value gap, I should be looking forward for price to coming into this area here. And then my stop loss right somewhere below there. I'm not expecting to take out the low there. This is without me having to wait for a confirmation. Well, what is a confirmation? Confirmation is not only a market structure shift. The traditional, what we're told, that okay, this is a risk entry and this is now a market structure shift. I'm now getting in here confirmation for price to trade lower. No. For us to expect price to actually trade lower, that is not a confirmation. Well, it is to some certain extent, but that's when we say a confirmation entry, it actually doesn't just refer to this. What you should be getting from this is the formula, is that we get price trade into an area where we are expecting price to get into, and then you want to see a specific pattern take place, or a specific something. It doesn't have to be a pattern, it can be a candle closure, it could be anything, right? That's what you would deem as your confirmation. It doesn't have to be this here. So what other example can you have that you could say it's a confirmation? It's like maybe price having to come into the area, and then price on its way, it reacts maybe between, you put a Fibonacci there, your 100 is here, your 0 is like here, and then what happens? Price maybe reacts from the 30, it retraces back up, and then you say, I'm going to get in there and then have my stop loss above there. That can be a confirmation. Or maybe it could be a specific kind of formation that needs to take place. That can be a confirmation. Or it could be maybe on the left side, price needs to have came into maybe inside bar. Maybe this has to be an inside bar, or maybe it needs to be price that has taken out maybe 3 or 4 lows. That's, I think you get my point. What you should refer as a confirmation. And how do you get these confirmations? It is by through data, looking through data. If you've got maybe 5 of the same examples where you were expecting to buy or sell, but it has to do with this guy, if you've taken losses, your question should be okay. Or if you've taken winners, okay, let's say all of them are losses. But let's just say they are winners. Let's choose winners in this case. If they're taking 5 trades and they're all winners, when you look at the detail, you will see something repeat. Maybe price will go up, down, down, and then that's your confirmation, right? So I think you do get where I'm going with this. But anyway, this video is not centered on confirmation. It is centered on how I'm going in this trade. Cool. So then, having that price action or that area, my target, of course, is to go between this low and that high there. The 50% off it before we start targeting the highs or the lows, right? So what do I mean? Remember, we've already used this Fibonacci, using the high and the low to get this low and that high to get our OTE area here. So we can remove this here. We now know that's our OTE area. Then from that area, if we're expecting a low, right, we check our Fibonacci. If we're expecting a low right here, we need to flip it around to the high there. should be expecting price to come at least to my 50. My maximum is my OTE above there, right? So if I'm expecting price at least my maximum OTE there, that's a nice 4R, right? So let's have a look. We could even paper trade this guy here, but you can see the live trade which I took here, and you can also see it in the live trade in the chart itself, right? So we can say we are risking whatever that is, right? Cool. And then we have price play, right? We're going to have price play. So I'm going to play it very fast. What happened now? Let's see. My buy limit was here, my entry was there. Why am I triggered? Let's see. Nope. It's wrong. I'll close that. So sorry for that. I will redo this here. The buy limit is here. My stop loss, my take profit is there. So I'm just going to price run for now until we get triggered. Then we can put our stop loss. You can see we got triggered. Price came in very close to our stop loss. It's always good to have a little bit of a buffer. As we can see, price is already inside our area. Our take profit first area is there. So now I went out at 800. Why did I go out at 800? We'll talk about that, right? But you can see price, then it proceeds. It was a quick trade. Like, that's how quick it was, right? That's how quick this move was. So why did I end up going out and price even reversed, which was beautiful? Now the question comes, why did I end up going out there? Isn't like, why did I end up going out there, and why was I happy with price doing this? In fact, my entry was even more precise. Let me show you it there. Yeah, you can see there. Look how precise it was. I literally had a little bit of drawdown, but it was low, right? I'll show you that too. Again, why am I targeting 800? So remember, if we look at this now, I'm trading the legacy account, right? Which is the, let me put it here so you can see it. It is futures funded next futures, right? So we'll swap to futures there, and then futures. So I'm trading the legacy account, which is this one here, the 50K one, right? So that's the 50K. My target is $2,500. So if my target is $2,500 and I've got a 40% consistency or rule, right, that I need to adhere to. So if I've got 2,500 which I need to make, so this 2,500 I need to make sure, right, I am below my so it's dollars, right? I am below the 40%. What is 40% of the 2,500? It's about $1,000, right? So, but what did I say to myself? I just took the 2,500 and divided it by 3, right? So if I divide it by 3, what happens is I get to now, if I divide by 3, I get to trade 3 times, right? As in like 3 days. I spread it out by 3 days, making my, so divide by 3, I think it's 8, 3, 2 something. I don't remember. So if that is divided by 3, right? So if I'm able to make about $700 to $1,000, right, per day, it keeps me in line. So my target for the day, if I can make these times 3, right, I would have already had this amount, plus this becomes 30%. So it will ensure that I am below my 40% target or my 40% consistency score. Hence, I was able to get in and get out already. However, if I was still inside the trade, I would have been still looking forward to price probably even trading higher. I think I do mention that on the stream. But again, you manage to trade, right? You manage to trade. There are points where you should be able to take price, profit. And I've done that quite a few times in my streams. And I'm still going to do it as well as time goes on as well. So guys, that is exactly how I was able to make $800, right? Which is this one, 885, sorry. And this is the one stat which I was impressed by. My P&L history, right? Accumulative with fees. This means that drawdown. This is calculated. Its drawdown is in like per trade. But the moment I go in the trade, did price go into profits or or did I have a little bit of a drawdown? Even though my stop loss was $200, did it get to 150? Did it get to 100? What happened is it got to $17. You can see it's $17 there. So I was able to, so meaning the moment I got in the trade, price did not waste time. It moved, right? And you'll be able to see all of these things on my channel, guys. If you are able to just come and join, subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to see all of these things, right? Go to trade, at code to trade, and I took this trade live, right? So you just go to the channel. We are still young, guys. We're still at the beginning, but we will get there, right? Okay, we take it one step at a time. We go to the lives, then we look at the latest one, which is this one, yeah. And you'll get to see me actually trade the trade live, which was somewhere about just before, yeah, right there. You'll see the profits running too, there on the bottom. Right, let's do this there, 1080. So you'll be able to see, you can see here the profits there, right? See when I just got in the trade. Oh, yeah, I just really got in the trade, and then you can see it running there. So, yeah, guys, that's exactly how I did it. I also do rate myself. I've got a performance scale app which I created myself. At the end of that video, I do rate myself here. And if you want to see more about how this works, it is not for sale. I'm not promoting it. I'm just showing you how this keeps me in line with my trading rules, my trading environment, how it keeps me in shape, right, in order for me to trade, right? So make sure you tune in and watch this video, and you'll be able to see more on how I actually rate myself. Did I use the right risk? Did I use the right risk? Did I take the correct number of trades? Did I journal? There's so many things, right? Did I have the Holy Spirit? Did I pray for the Holy Spirit to be with me as I trade? So all of those things are important, right? Those are all the things that make me as a trader, and I believe it can make any trader be able to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. So guys, thank you for watching. I didn't expect this video to be this long, but again, I will improve, I'll make it better. And yeah, so yeah, guys, don't be shy. Like, share, subscribe. I mean, we want to pass this account and add to the wall, right? Sorry for that. We need to add more certificates. There's a lot of room there. There's a lot of spaces you can see there, right? So like, share, subscribe, so that you're able to join the journey, so that you're able to see us pass this account, make a withdrawal, and also frame right onto the wall of fame that we have there as well. Again, guys, thank you so much, and remember, it's only gonna get better.